Hi guys, I'm Haley from the ethics class, and I chose to write my essay on supporting that businesses of any size should be obligated to provide health care for their employees. I think that the government should enforce some laws on all businesses, big and small, to provide affordable health care that's high quality as well, to all their workers. And a couple ideas I had for this is that they should be fined if they don't provide the insurance, and then if they do, they should get some sort of benefit like a tax write-off. The concern of having health care in America was never really debated until the 20th century. So many have fought for our ethical human right to have health care provided, but not much has changed over the years. America is actually one of the only countries that does not provide universal health care. I think that the government should definitely think of some bills or some laws to put into places to make the business owners obligated to provide health care for their workers. In one of my research articles of pros and cons, I found this study that for 47.9 million people in the United States did not have health insurance in 2012, and that is 15.4% of the US population. And United States and Mexico are the only countries out of 34 members of the OECD that do not have the universal health care. I was very shocked to read this, considering that America is one of the more advanced countries. I think it is an obligation that we are provided with health care, especially since we have all of the health technology and advances in this country. And I think that is personally an ethical human right to be provided health care. The biggest concern with the government providing health care to the public is that it could increase our US debt, which is true. So I think that's why I think the responsibility should be put on the businesses. If the businesses provided the health care, the government wouldn't be paying for all of it, just kind of helping the businesses out a little bit with tax write-offs, and I think that would help America a lot. There's actually an insurance company now called Shop, and they provide small businesses with health care, um, in which the business owners can qualify for a tax credit to pay for the insurance. This is a great benefit to the businesses, and I think that it's something that the government should do for all businesses. If the businesses were able to write off a percentage of the cost based on the health care, they would probably be more willing to provide it for their employees. So the government wants everyone to have health care, and recently they have started fining its citizens when they don't have health care provided throughout the year. I don't think this is very effective on the public, because if someone can't afford healthcare, then they're not gonna purchase it. But if if the businesses were fined, then I think it would be more effective, because the businesses actually have money to pay for the insurance. They just don't necessarily want to spend it on providing healthcare. So if there was a fine, they would probably rather just pay for the healthcare instead of wasting their money on a outrageous fine that they would be charged from the government. So if the businesses just provided the healthcare, then they would be able to avoid these healthcare assessments. And by getting fined, these business owners would be more likely to just follow the law and pay for the insurance instead of losing their business, or something like that. So the advantages of providing it would be high, because if they get those tax advantages, they have a lower out-of-pocket cost for benefits, and having health care being deducted at a decent percentage for the employer and the employees would be a great benefit for both parties. Another benefit I've found for providing health care is that medical services would become more affordable to everybody. Paying for healthcare is a top financial problem in America. People just have trouble paying for their medical bills, so they try and not go to the hospital, and they just don't take care of their problems or have money to even pay off the bills when they do have to go because they've waited so long. So providing this healthcare could stop bankruptcies related to medical visits because they would be more affordable due to the healthcare benefits. Another research I found that I thought was interesting is that if the citizens are guaranteed the right to health care, a total public and private healthcare spending could be lowered by 592 billion in 2000, that was in 2014, and up to 1.8 trillion over the next decade. This is due to lowered administrative and prescription drug cost. Another study also showed that Canada and the UK, which they both provide universal health care, they spend less than half as much per capita on healthcare than the US does. So healthcare could in turn lower the cost that America is spending on healthcare per year. Also, the quality of the healthcare is very important. We do have some of the most advanced medical technology, as I've said before, and I think that the Americans should have affordable access to all of those benefits. And with healthcare, they would be able to. And also, the doctors need to be good quality doctors, and they should know how to take care of their patients on a personal and professional level and not just treat them like another number throughout the day, which I know I get treated like that when I go to the doctors, and it kind of upsets me. Another benefit is that if the business owner does provide healthcare for their business, it will attract and retain a lot more qualified employees because when you're out looking for a job, you always try and find benefits, and that's just a really good plus people look for when they're looking for jobs. Giving your employees healthcare will ensure their wellness and they will actually decrease sick days because they're actually going to the doctor and taking care of their sickness and getting medications for it. And it could in turn potentially save lives because they're getting the medical attention they need again. Another study I found researching the pros and cons of this is that on December 10th in 1984, the United States signed a National Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and in that document it stated that everyone has the right to a standard of living adequate for the health and well-being of oneself and one's family, including medical care. And then again in 2005, the World Health Assembly Resolution 58.33 was signed, which stated that everyone should have access to healthcare services and should no longer suffer from financial hardship when obligated to these services. And I think that having the businesses provide the healthcare would really help live by these documents and lower the financial hardship and keep America healthy. Also prove that providing healthcare is an internationally recognized human right, and it is obligated under human rights law. So it is definitely something that needs to be put into force. By the government putting laws into place on healthcare upon the business owners, many things would change. America is one of the only countries that doesn't provide it to their citizens, and being an advanced country, it's time for change, and we definitely need the healthcare provided as Americans. And there should be ethical standards relating to affordable and the quality of the healthcare, just to keep everything organized and equal and fair.